Who the F is that? Go and people's at your door. It's your girl Max. Go grab yourself some snacks. Sit back and relax, cause you effing it up at Max. You effing it up at Max, yeah. Welcome back. How y'all doing? Hope y'all are good. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the channel. Right now, I'm here telling my followers a little about my life. I am 56 years old. My name is Loren. If you are new here and you don't know, I go by Loren Max. My channel is Effing It Up with Max. We do things all to do with F. So that's why it's called Effing It Up with Max. My F-matics. That's what I call my peoples. I've been telling them some stories about how I got to where I am now. So basically I'm telling my life story like in little bits, little snippets. So far I've been 4, gone on 5. I'm 5 years old in today's story. And let's get into it. I got my coffee here, caramel coffee. I got my little throw. Yes, get myself comfortable. It's a Saturday morning and I'm just chilling at my daughter's house. As you can see, it's a different location. But anyway, let's get into the story. I've got a couple of stories. As I said, I'm telling my life story, so some of the stories will be funny. Some of them are going to get serious as I get older. But right now, we're just still in the, what they call it, adolescence, the little Rugrats era. So I'm 5. This is an embarrassing story. I'm going to give you 2 stories today because they're quite short. First one's going to be embarrassing for me, and then the second one is kind of funny to me, but I don't think it was funny. Now, as an adult, that's kind of... Anyway, let's get into the story. So the first one, I'm 5 now, so we're still living in Walthamstow. Whoever's been watching the stories, we're still living in the shared house. I'm going to school now, so I go to a school called Greenleaf School. I was in the infants at Greenleaf. I don't remember much about Greenleaf apart from this story that I'm about to tell you. So I don't know much about the day. I know the uniform that we used to wear is green. The sweater is green, bottle green as they call it. That means the darkest green, like really dark green. And then you wear a white shirt, and you wear a grey skirt or grey pants, grey socks, white socks. So yeah, that was the uniform. Because yeah, it was a uniform school. Yeah, so on this particular day, I remember I used to do this all the time anyway until up to this point, and then yeah, I stopped doing it. And to this day, I don't do it as an adult. I mean, I do them thing there, but it wasn't known to me as that. What I'm about to tell you, it was just me being curious and always just fidgeting around in certain places that I guess we're not supposed to be fidgeting around with. So we're sitting in the book corner, legs crossed. You know how they like to let the kids cross their legs like this? I can't do it. You know when you cross your legs like that? Me, can I cross it? Up to this day I can't cross my legs like that. But anyway, for some reason, in my vision, at that time I could. By the time me 7 and something, I guess it's because of this, I never crossed my legs like that no more. Because when I remember in my next schools, which I will tell you about, I couldn't cross my legs like that. Something wrong with my knees. And plus I got knock knee with my knees and turning, and my legs are kind of, anyway. So I have pain in my knees. But I'm going off topic. So anyway, we're crossing our legs like that. You have to sit like that in the book corner. And I had a friend, also, her name was Marcia. 2 of us was always sit together, and I remember she was with me. I think we was both doing the same thing, really. What it is, okay, so it's going to get a bit personal, so certain children leave the room now because, yeah, we don't need you to be knowing about these things if you're a certain age. You shouldn't even be watching my channel, actually. No, sir. I know that I shouldn't have to tell Picnic to come out of our room because my channel is an adult channel. Even though it's family stuff and whatever I do, it's still an adult channel. Even if I sometimes implicate my little granddaughter in the things, there's still adults around, so it's still certain things the kids can watch. They can watch the ones when Lily's in there. They can watch the ones where it looks like it's just a little challenge or whatever. But things like my story, I feel belongs to just adults only. Yeah, because this is my life story. So yeah. Anyway, so even though I am 5 in this story, it's still not for kids. Okay, so we're sitting in the book corner and legs crossed. I used to do this at home. So when I'm just bored or whatever, and I'm just sitting there, like say if I was under punishment, I'm just going in my room, I put my hands in my panty. Yeah, I put my hand them in my panty. I made a call. Back then, my mum called what do they call it now? Pum pum, and there's so many names for this. But back then, she used to call it your coco. Yeah. So I used to put my hand down on my coco. I just hold it up. It was like at the front. Yeah. And then my fingers would go and you know your clitoris basically, the part where your piss come out of, your little hole. I mean, so always look for it. Like we would feel, and then we would draw back the little end of it. We used to pinch it up. We used to do all kind of fuckery. Yeah, like I'm doing an experiment. Like I'm trying to see, like how does the pee come out? I'm trying to find a little hole, looking at it, squeezing the end of the thing to see why does it change color when we squeeze it. Then we let go and you know, me just sit down my hole and whirl. I just look on my tummy, yeah, and then next minute me get drips up on my hand, right. The hand that was in my panty, like, then just hook me up, legs still crossed up in the ear, let go my leg then, and draw me out of the classroom. Then I see, so them have Marcia too. So them have her over one side, them take me around the other side. And I just remember some big white woman, her face was just really red. I don't know what she has saying, you know. Just I look on her, spit a foam in her face. And next minute, we see, they must have called my mother to come to school. I don't know if my mum worked back then. I don't know what my mum done, but she was very furious that she had to be drawn away from whatever she was doing. Yeah, to come about. They used the word masturbation. Now, me no know that. I'm 5. I'm just looking at my own parts. I thought, what is this? Why is it like that? Why can it come out? I was all stretching it. I do all kind of things. I was just looking at it. I don't do it all the time. I remember back then I used to always have my hand in my panty. And then even though I'll smell my hand to see if it rank. I mean, like, kids shit, man. Can enough kids' hands smell frowsy? Like, some of the time they will come and you wash your hand. Because they don't know what they've been doing with those little curious hands. So that was just one of those days that I was in the classroom, zoned out. Don't even remember where I am doing that, but my girl decided to do it as well. So they were saying that I encouraged Marcia to put her hands in her pants, and my mum had to basically find another school for me, and so basically, yeah, that was the first time I ever, I guess, masturbated without even knowing. Because I weren't masturbating, and I pushed my hand up into myself, and I never do all of that. I was just looking at my little front and looking at my clitoris and trying to find the hole and squeezing it and letting it go and stretching it into thinking, why does it not come off? Like, I was just thinking weird shit because I was a child. So that was my first story of embarrassment, of being dragged out of the class. I know what the woman saying on my face, me just see her face like getting more and more red, and she just like foam at the mouth, and she was just close up to my face, and I was just up right. You know what I mean? I remember her taking me and scrubbing my hands with soap and cold water, and then sitting me in a seat until I saw my mum come, and her face was not happy. And when we got home, she weren't happy. So yeah, don't know if I got beat that day, because if I did, I remember. I don't remember getting beat, but I know I lost shouting and And me need to stop them nastiness there and stop feel up myself in a public. And enough cussing, just basically that. And I think she told my brothers, and my brothers were laughing at me and teasing me for a couple of days. And yeah, but my brothers can talk here. When my mum used to go out, and it's just me and my brothers, please tell me why my brothers used to draw out them frigging penis and try to chase me around the house with it, shaking it. So they can talk, yeah? The two of them, it's to come with them dick out and I shake it and I shake and I chase me and I'm there screaming and running. They traumatise me with dick, yeah? So they can shut up about trying to tease me for just being curious about myself. But anyway, that was one story. The second one now involves me and my brothers. Yeah. On Sundays, my mum used to send us church. We never went with my mum. I guess she maybe came the first couple of times. Oh, my coffee is getting cold. Hold on, guys. I always have to heat up my coffee about 500 times every time I make it. All my family know. Anybody who knows me know, and they just laugh after me. All across the world. In New York, I'm the same. When I'm in Florida, I'm the same. Jamaica. Yo, everywhere me there. My coffee off the keep on the eat up. Hold on. Yeah, back to the Sunday school. I don't know if she probably did take us first, because how did we know how to get there? But I do remember going to church. Oh, sorry, Kitty. They're squashing Hello Kitty. And let me hold her, because she just matches everything. Got my hood in there. You know. Yes. Show your bow, girl. Yeah, we used to go on our own to church. A big notification is coming up on my phone, because I'm filming on my phone, guys, so yeah, okay, it's gone. I always get distracted. That's why I know I do have ADHD, and it takes me time to get through things. But yeah, I don't know why we go to church by ourselves, but we went this particular Sunday by ourselves to church as normal, because it was obviously normal, as I can see and remember it, because like everything that I tell you all, I actually remember like it was yesterday. It's so clear, all the things that happened. Where there's part that I don't remember, I just don't mention that, or I'll tell you I just don't remember what happened and why it came to this. But yeah, this particular Sunday we went to Sunday school, and we went to the adult church was still carrying on, so a lot of the people there, they know us and they know who our mum is, so they know that we come by ourselves. So it was just a regular thing. We'll come in, they'll seat us and whatever. We were seated already, yeah, and this man come with his two kids. Yeah, no, yeah, 3 kids, because there's 2 girls and a boy. Him tell me to get up, move and go on the next seat. But we was told that get up and go on, you don't speak back to big people. We was trying to tell him that the usher put us here. This is where we speak. Him tell me to get up anyway, so we got up because we know, so if we're rude to big people, our mum is gonna tear us up. So and plus embarrass her in the church while she's not there. Yeah, so we got up here, you know what I mean? We sat in the seat behind them. So we was just screwing this man. I remember me and my brother just whispering to each other, yeah. Because I was 5, I'm still 5. I'm going on 6 now. But I'm feisty, because I'm a Capricorn, yeah. We are fierce in a bomber cloud. We really are feisty, I know that now. I used to be called that a lot when I was little at the time, and I didn't understand what they were talking about. But now, as a big woman, and I've got a Capricorn of my own, yeah, and plus the dealings that me and my mother had. Yeah, I know. So, me and my brothers, one of my brothers is born in June and the other one's born in March. So I had an Aries and a Cancer and a Capricorn. Sure, we are tough-headed, yeah. So we all sitting there thinking, I don't know who this man thought he was talking to. Yeah, we all little kids, you know, but thinking like this, like, who is that guy? And why did he tell us it? And why did we get up? We're all just discussing this. So we're thinking to ourselves, my brother said, you know something, I'm gonna... And then he just, I don't know which one it was. I don't know if it was Martin or if it was Dean. But one of them just huck. You know when you huck for cough and spit it out? He went to do that, yeah. He said he's gonna huck and spit, but then whenever huck, the huck just flow down his mouth and blops right on the man back, right on him jacket. This is how my face was. My mouth was just wide open. His mouth was wide open. We was all looking at each other. Because I don't know if he was practicing or if he really meant to do it at that time, but by the look of his face, he wasn't actually ready. We was all just talking with chest, but we didn't really know if we was gonna really go through with it. But God made it happen. We're in the church, and he said, "Yo, I'm gonna like your bad. Don't try and hold back now." It flew out of his mouth, big nasty greenie, and the man's jacket. Yeah, it was horrible to even look at. I didn't want to look at it. We had to sit there through service. We was nervous. The man was shuffling around. He would put his arm around the bench, like around the back of his kids, and we was just watching this booger just manifesting and just growing and sliming on his jacket, man. And he's got a coat to go over that. That was his actual jacket of his suit. But he would have his coat to put over it at the end of service, guys. We're the only ones behind him. I feel like I want to heave. Thinking about it, drink my coffee. It was a really horrible, nasty one. You know, them. So, just like I said, end the service, my man got up. Well, he didn't get up. He kind of turned sideways a little bit. I'm just thinking, oh my God, someone's gonna see it and say something. Come on, brothers, aren't we going now? No, because we have to wait for Sister Yvonne to come and tell us that we can go. Oh no. Sister Yvonne was ushering all the other kids. She'll come and collect us one by each, row by row, kids that didn't come with parents. Oh, we're at the back of the church, guys. We're at the back of the church. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I got too excited and the camera's falling down. Hold on. Let me put you back. No, we're at the back of the church. So, you know, it's going to take time. He's turning like... Yeah, hold on. Put down my coffee. Oof. He's turning like... He's sitting like this. So, people on his side, like... So, if you turn a little bit like that, you know, must see him jacket back. Then again, we don't know what I can really see from that, because he's still kind of sideways. Because remember, we're facing this way, and he's turning that way to just grab his jacket from behind him to start putting it on. But what he done is when he pulled it, he started slipping that on, and then he turned this way. But my art was in my mouth. Yeah, put it that way. My brothers looked like they were gonna do to their pants, and I was just frozen, just watching his every move. So he turned that way now and got the arm up and slid it over the slimy jacket back. So anyway, so short story now, Sister Yvonne came, got us on bench, us stood out of the church, stood at the bottom of the road, watched us run up, and then we turned down the alley and it leads us to Rosebank Grove, and then we run up and we go to the house. Every Sunday when we go to the house, as we get near to the house, we can smell the Sunday dinner cooking. Okay, that's another reason my mum and I never came to church. I don't know if that's just an excuse she used, because back then she wasn't saved and she didn't go to church like how she was before she died. She was a proper Christian woman, and yeah, but that always happens. When you hear her lifestyle with her children through me, through my eyes, through what I went through with her, it's like it always turns out that they turn to the church. But even when she was in the church, she was still... But I'm not going to talk about that right now. Let me just get back to the Sunday dinner smelling at the ear. It was delicious smelling, gorgeous. We just ran in the house like we was innocent little angels. Didn't tell her nothing about what happened at church. But best believe she did find out what happened at church. She found out, and it wasn't even straight away. It was like months later. When she was beating us for something else. Because we got beat a lot, and we get to find out now as an adult she was just doing what she thought was best as a parent, but what she done was child abuse. Basically, it was known as child abuse now in these days, but back then it was chastising your child. Even back then it was child abuse, because we'll get to certain stories. I got to find out as well in my big age from her, when she did tell me little things about back in the day, that my brothers were actually taken away from her before I was born for 1 whole year. And I don't know up to this day why, but I can see why, because what I lived was crazy. But yeah, that's the end of today's story. We harked on a man's jacket who thought he was bad, who wants to come bad up children because he knows that we're there by ourselves. We dealt with him. but then it came back on us. And then my first story, embarrassment, masturbating in the classroom. Didn't know I was masturbating anyway. I just thought I was just looking at my own things. It's mine. Why can't I feel it? I do it at home. But yeah, after that day, I just don't do them things, and I just don't find the pleasure in it either. I didn't even have pleasure in it then. I was just curious. And I just wanted to know why that little thing on the end, which is now known as clitoris, why can't it come off? That's all I wanted to know. And why is it there? And why do we have this? And why do boys have this big long thing that be chasing me around and terrorising me with? That's all I wanted to know as a 5-year-old. Hope you're all enjoying your Saturday, because that's what it is. It's a nice Saturday. Well, it's not. It's horrible outside. It's been pouring down with rain here. It's not a nice Saturday. But it's going to be a nice Saturday because we're in Macozy. I'm going to be doing another video later on today with my granddaughter. I'm starting up a Mario Nights. I'm basically going to call it Mario Nights with my granddaughter. Where we're going to try and play Super Mario. I don't even know if it was called Super Mario back then, because guys, it's not only just Mario. I'm going to be playing the very first Nintendo. Like the little Nintendo when it first came out. So the very first Mario games from back in the day. Like from my daughter was born in the 90s, my eldest one. So yeah, it was around in the 90s really. Like, I used to try and play this. I was really good back then. But right now, you're going to watch me and my granddaughter try and learn all over again, because I don't know how to play that game. I haven't even practiced. My daughter bought me this little mini console. It came out a few years ago on Super NES. I mean on Nintendo. I keep calling it Super because it's shaped like a Nintendo. I would get it, but it's all the way downstairs. Can't be asked. But yeah, it's basically got 99 games on it, 99 plus games, all from Nintendo, like Donkey Kong and Kirby and Zelda and all the classics from back in the day. But right now we're going to start off with Mario. I'm going to try some Mario Nights and try and finish the whole of Mario World before we go on to another game. I do love Zelda, so we'll probably do that next. But yeah, it's been nice sharing some more of me with you. There's plenty more to come, because as I said, I'm telling my whole life until I reach up to where I am right now, which is 56. And we're at age 5. So it's a long story, and a lot happened in my life which led to this. Yeah. But until next time, take care of yourselves. Be safe. Love ya. Yeah, make sure you come back, yeah, for some more chat, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all of that.